Britain's most haunted B&B, ghost hunt where ghouls scare guests away. I joined ghost hunters for a night at the former Boozer, which is reputed to be Britain's most haunted B&B. And my chilling experiences during the spooky lock-in left me in no doubt that we were not alone. With its creaking stairways, gloomy corridors and creepy bedrooms, the building certainly conjures up a fitting atmosphere for a Halloween paranormal investigation. Petrified punters have been reporting ghostly goings-on for decades at the 12th century Cotswolds hostelry in Wadden-under-Edge, Glos. Built on an ancient pagan burial ground, the ghouls apparently include a murdered girl called Rosie, a dead innkeeper and even a male sex demon. Owner Caroline Humphreys, 56, who lived at the inn as a child, says, "There's definitely some kind of presence here." Her father bought the Ram, which dates back to 1145, during the 1960s when it was still a pub. She says, "Dad didn't believe in ghosts when he moved in, but in the end he wouldn't go anywhere without his Bible." The Ram has now been turned into a B&B, but some terrified guests have fled in such a panic that they jumped screaming from the windows. Strange mists have been caught on camera, while blood-curdling yells of disembodied children have echoed through the building. Sacrifice: One horrified guest woke to see a high priestess sitting in a bedroom, while a grave containing bones and daggers which was found under the bar is believed to be evidence of pagan sacrifice. Ghost hunter Caroline Lee, from Haunted Happenings, claims she has witnessed a series of chilling episodes. She says, "We've had a white mist appear in the staircase, strange whistling sounds and heavy footsteps when there was no one upstairs. One guy screamed when he was in the attic, saying it felt like something had passed through his body, and an ashtray once flew across the bishop's room before smashing. So it was with trepidation that I and 18 other brave volunteers hunkered down for a night there, armed with some high-tech ghost hunting kit including EMF readers which sense electromagnetic fields and temperature gauges to reveal telltale cold spots. Before retiring to the rooms, we held hands for a scary vigil in total darkness in the eerie, beamed barn. Almost instantly, the gauges showed the temperature taking an unexpected plunge, and I shivered as one of our party, Dan Broadfoot, suddenly bellowed, 'Hey, something has just shoved me in the back.' We could see nobody behind him, yet the force of the push was enough to propel the 6-feet-tall former Territorial Army soldier forward." Dan, 48, a machine operator from Liverpool, later whispered to me, "I'm not easily scared, and before tonight I was a bit of a skeptic. But I honestly can't explain what happened." A few minutes later another one of the group shrieked, "I can see a dark figure in the corner." Seconds later the looming shadow had disappeared. But as we split up to explore different parts of the building, other guests reported hearing a strange tapping in the attic bedroom. As I lay down hoping to get a bit of kip in the bishop's room, decorated with stuffed animal heads and religious knickknacks, I swore I could hear something was rapping at the window. I tried to reassure myself it was just the effect of the ghost book I'd been dipping into earlier, but I wasn't convinced. Later, during spooky Ouija board sessions, a glass seemed to move of its own accord, although the message any spirit was trying to send through from the other side was sadly unclear. Most chillingly of all, though, one of my companions suddenly pulled up his jumper to find 3 fresh scratch marks stretching from his shoulder to his abdomen. We stared in silence, for no one could explain how they had appeared. Bruises. It echoed the experience of TV's Most Haunted Crew. While they were filming at the Ram, one of their number was pulled off his feet by a mysterious force and left covered in bruises. Beautician Roxy Drew, 28, from nearby Nailsworth, said, "This is definitely a creepy place. I used to live in a house that was haunted and feel like I've glimpsed ghosts out of the corner of my eye before." Gloucester healthcare assistant Julie Powell, 30, added, "I used to sit on the fence about ghosts, but I'm not a skeptic anymore." Owner Caroline's own scary experiences at the Ram resulted in her moving out and into a house down the road with partner Mick. She recalls, "Something hurled a huge cupboard down the stairs once. Then an old pack of tarot cards spilled out onto the floor and it looked as if they had been stabbed through the middle. So many guests have left terrified." And when the former Bishop of Gloucester came to investigate, he said it was the most evil place he'd ever had the misfortune to visit. "I've seen tables standing on one leg and a deep fat fryer turn on when it wasn't even plugged in. I was also playfully pushed in the attic bedroom and have since been told that it may be the work of an incubus, a lustful male demon. I must admit that I wouldn't want to live at the Ram anymore." The following morning, as I sped away into the gloom, one of my car's headlights suddenly conked out as I went round a dangerous bend. Just a coincidence? Maybe. To join a ghost hunt at the ancient Ram Inn, visit Haunted Happenings at www.hauntedhappenings.co.uk or call 011597200570.